Welcome to this Unreal Prefabs high-level presentation. This is AG Fishy, the creator of the plugin. So first of all, this is a Unreal 5 plugin starting at 5.5 and will be updated for other versions. It is built for single-player and multiplayer projects, and it's still a ongoing active project, meaning that the public version here you have online is a production-ready version, but it's still only half the ideas I have for this plugin, so I will be keep updating it in the future. Also for C++ developers, you might want access to the Git repository I'm using to make this plugin, and this is all possible once you bought the plugin on Fab. For more information, see the official docs. So the main differences between this plugin and other one are that I'm keeping the Unreal Engine actor and component workflow, so no custom assets. This means easier conversion for a ongoing project and also more stability. Also, you can surely use this plugin only for static meshes and so on, but one of the biggest features is about using dynamic logic and data, and you will have a few examples here on what that means. Here you have a few examples of what you can do with this plugin. The one I love the most is you can have, instead of using level instances for rooms, you can now use a full blueprint for that and have inside other blueprints, for example, rooms. And all those rooms could have other blueprints, like subrooms or a door and a light switch. So here we have a room house, which has here five prefab reference components. So these are components that reference other actors. Here you can see in yellow. And for example, this is a class getter. This is what handles what prefab is spawned at editor time and runtime. Another interesting part is using this, so nesting. This is either other blueprint. Let's say it's our house blueprint, and we're still using a prefab reference component. And you can see below here in red, we have you can see the nesting going on. And we have another class getter, which is a fancy thing with randomness and tags. So let's say you have a door that opens and closes when the player gets in and out. You use this door somewhere else, for example, your living room. Now let's say you want to being able to customize per prefab reference components the open and close duration of the door. This is kind of easy. First, you make a prefab properties object with your open and close durations. Then on the prefab actor, you use a prefab source component. Then in code, you use it. For example, here I'm using a timeline. So I'm just returning the correct speed to use. And here in the same prefab reference component where we use a class getter to get the store, we are adding also the prefab property store. And this is what the get prefab properties object of class node will get. So you can see pretty easy setup, and now you can have any amount of prefab properties passed around prefab reference components and prefab source components. Also, you have to know that a lot of stuff is configurable through easy or complex editor and runtime settings. And for C++ users, you can subclass almost every single struct or class used in this plugin. That's almost it for this presentation. Keep in mind that it was still very brief. If you want more details on the features and so on, please go on the official docs. If you have questions, you can go on the Discord. Thanks for reading. Thanks for watching.